Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to achieve this glitzy cat eye. This is using a liquid glitter eyeshadow. I will show you how this looks without the cat eye, without the eyelashes, so that you guys can see how it can be adjusted to suit you. I'm starting with the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. I love this, it's so lightweight. You can build it up to give you the coverage. It comes in an abundance of shades. It does say that it's suitable for most skin types, including sensitive skin. I would say that it's probably not geared towards super oily skin, maybe because it is light reflecting and it's quite thin and it has more of a natural finish. It isn't a matte finish. I myself am oily combination. I'm oily through the centre of my face, and I find that this does start to break up around my nose area and on the centre of my forehead. The reason it works for me is because I don't tend to wear this for more than 6 hours. If I wanted a foundation that was going to last me the entire day, I would reach for something like the Makeup Forever HD Skin. That being said, because I don't wear it all day long, I find this works nicely for me. It is powered by advanced skincare ingredients, which I love. And you can see that the finish really is very natural on the skin. Moving straight onto the eyes, I'm taking the LH Cosmetics Sparkl Liquid Eyeshadow in the shade Delish. I believe this comes in 3 shades and all of them are stunning. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see I shared these on my stories recently and the swatches were to die for. They're so beautiful. I mean, just look, the pigment payoff with one swipe is stunning. They're extremely easy to work with. I've literally taken it over the eyelid up to where it naturally creases, which is the socket, and then I'm just buffing over the socket line slightly to soften it to make sure there's no harsh edges, and it is that simple. If you take a look at these colours on the LH Cosmetics website, you'll see that the colour tease on darker skin tones is phenomenal. It looks so beautiful. The model looks incredible. I have the colour, so I will definitely do a tutorial using it so you can see it on a light skin tone, but just on deeper tones, that particular colour really does look phenomenal. If you shear these right down, you can pat them onto your lips and the tops of your cheekbones, and it gives the most beautiful sparkly finish. Great if you're going out of an evening. This alone with just a lick of mascara would be perfect, but I'm going to apply a little bit of bronzer just through the socket. This is my Endless Summer Bronzer by Bare Minerals. And the brushes that I'm using are by BK Beauty, and I will link the numbers in the description bar, and don't forget you can use my discount code, which is Shonagh10 for 10% off. I'm going to take this Makeup Forever Aqua Resist Colour Ink in a brown tone, and I'm going to use this craft brush to apply it as my eyeliner because I feel like this is a little bit more flexible than the applicator that comes with it. I always like to start in the centre of my lid in line with my pupil, and then I create my cat eye or winged liner from there, and then if I decide I want it to be more dramatic, I will take it all the way along the eyelid. So in order to get the right kind of angle for my eye, I've imagined my lower eyelid line continuing up at an angle, but I don't take it any higher than the highest point of my eyelid when I'm looking straight into a mirror, so it will always be in line with my pupil. I now want to soften it slightly, so I'm going to use a matte brown eyeshadow. This is from the Natasha Denona Camel palette. You can of course blend your eyeliner, but sometimes that can be a little bit too intense and often you'll lose the shape that you've created. I want the definition, but I just want it to be slightly softer to the eye, so I'm going to work straight over the top of it with brown eyeshadow rather than smudging out the wet liquid eyeliner. The brush I'm using here is by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it's the number 3 brush. I love it because it's quite densely packed with bristles and they are soft enough on the skin that they don't feel stiff, but they hold their shape so that you can create a really lovely wing, and it's also great for smudging. So as you can see, we've really softened the appearance of the cat eye. We're now going to use the Refa eyelash curlers to give our lashes some lift before going in with a coat of mascara. I'm still using my Lancome Lash Idol. It's going strong, it's lasted for a little while. I am currently going for a bit of an eyelash shed. That's why today I'm choosing to put on some false lashes. I will show you in a moment how this eye makeup looks just with the mascara. Then you can decide if that's how you want to wear this look. It looks beautiful with just the outer cat eye, 1 coat or 2 coats of mascara, and nothing on the lower half. So this is how it looks just with mascara. Obviously I am going for an eyelash shed at the moment, but you get the idea. It looks beautiful, quite minimalistic. I am going to apply some of the Lash Base Faux Pro lashes in FP05. Remember, I have a 10% discount code with Lash Base, whether you're in the UK, the US, you can use it. It is Shonagh LB10 and that will get you 10% off. If you remember, I told you before, Lash Base provide the individual lashes for lash technicians, and then they decided to make strip lashes. So for me, these are the most realistic sets that you can get. They also model them on Russian lashes and classics. If you have been to an eyelash technician before, these terms will be familiar to you. They obviously do some that are more dramatic, but their softer sets come on a very thin lash band and they are uber comfortable to wear. You cannot feel them. So I am just using a bit more of a dry mascara wand to seal these to my natural lashes. You can see I'm actually pulling down at the centre of the lash to coat it in a very fine layer of mascara because I don't want to coat the tips because I want to keep them quite wispy. Adding a little bit more mascara to the mid-lengths makes them a little bit more sort of spiky and a bit more like natural lashes when you're wearing mascara, except for these are a little bit longer. So again, I'm going to show you how it looks now with the false lashes and without going as far as the additional elements, so you can decide if this look is more for you with the eyelashes. I love this. I'm definitely more of a fan of nothing on my lower eyelashes now I'm getting older. I think I'm going to add a little bit of a highlight just on the centre and across the tear duct. I feel like actually this would be more me. I would wear the false eyelashes on top and a little bit around my tear duct for a tiny glitzy finish just underneath the eye, and then that would be me. That would be my daytime glam. But if I was going out in the evening, then I would do the full look. See, this is it. Look how pretty this is. It almost kind of gives a wet look finish with that glitter. It's so gorgeous. To take this further and make it more nighttime appropriate, I'm going to take my coffee pencil by MAC and run that along the waterline. Then I'm going back to my Anastasia Beverly Hills number 3 brush and the same Natasha Denona eyeshadow, and I'm buffing that underneath my lower eyelashes, making sure it butts up to the eyeliner that we've already applied and connecting that with the outer corner of the top lid so it looks beautifully seamless and soft underneath our lower eyelashes. Switching over to another craft brush that is very, very tiny, I'm taking a little bit of the Inglot Duraline and mixing that with the same brown eyeshadow to make it more of a liquid eyeshadow. And then I'm extending this line just slightly lower than the tear duct area to frame that glitter that we've got along the tear duct, and then softening that with my number 3 brush and a little bit more of that eyeshadow. You could stop here. This is so beautiful on its own. However, if you want more of a feline finish, use the very tip of your bristles to create a nice point on the inner corner of your eye. Once you've done that to both of your eyes, apply a coat of mascara to your lower eyelashes. And then you should have something that looks a little bit like this. It's really pretty, very feline, and it does elongate the shape of your eyes. Moving back onto the face, I'm taking the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer a little bit under my eyes to brighten. This is in the shade Coconut Flakes. I'm also applying just a little bit through the centre to add some brightness. Then I'm using my Dampen Beauty Blender that has a little bit of residual foundation in there to help blend that out. I love this concealer. If you're looking for more of a full coverage concealer that doesn't make your skin look dry, this is a really great option. Once that's all blended in, we're then going to move on to a cream contour stick. This one is by So Sue. It's in the shade Cool, and we're doing all of this before applying any powder. That way it all blends seamlessly into our foundation. Our sponge has also picked up a little bit of residual concealer, so this is also going to help with the blending of our contour. A little tip when you're blending out your contour is to continually bounce over the area that you have applied it rather than trying to migrate it, because that's when you end up with a bit of a muddy mess. So just keep bouncing over where you've applied it and eventually it will start to look softer. This contour stick, however, is very difficult to get wrong. It really does blend into the skin so seamlessly and it's so easy to work with, especially if you've not set your foundation yet. Everything should really melt together nicely. I'm then going to take my finishing powder by Charlotte Tilbury and a powder puff, and I'm going to press that over the skin. Firstly, it will take away some shine, but it will also add a blurring finish to the skin. This is hands down my favourite powder to use. I would rather use this multiple times throughout the day than to use a heavy duty setting powder. As you know, I'm a fan of a monochromatic look when it comes to the cheeks and lips. I like them to be harmonious and easy to do. And it doesn't come easier than the Nude Sticks Nudies Bloom. They work beautifully on both the cheeks and lips, and they come in a variety of different shades. My favourite, as you know, is the Sweet Peach Peony. So I've popped that onto the lips, and now I'm working that onto the cheeks, and because it does give a glass-like finish that lasts all day, I don't need to apply a highlighter because it really does reflect the light beautifully, and it also just takes away any texture on your skin, which seems counterintuitive, but it just seems to work. So if you want to try Nude Sticks for yourself, take advantage of my discount code because that will give you 10% off site-wide. And that code is Shonagh. And that completes today's glitzy cat eye. I hope you've enjoyed it. You could also pop a little bit of this on your lips. I didn't want it to be too intense, so I just wanted to keep it around the eyes. Let me know which part of the eye look was your favourite. As always, I will list and link all the products I've used in the description bar. Please hit the like button and leave a comment because it really does help with the algorithm, and subscribe if you are new to my channel. Don't forget to come follow me outside of YouTube over on Instagram, and I will see you in a couple of days with another video. Bye guys!